Hello guys, welcome back for the April JRPG news roundup. We start with the Falcom news as always. On the merch side of things, Falcom have listed some office-based merchandise directly on the website, so ties, book covers and thermos bottles if you want something for a more formal setting. The limited edition of Trails Beyond the Horizon is now up for pre-order on NIS America's EU and NA sites, and it's selling fairly quickly. There's about 50% stock remaining on each of the platforms. And I dare say this will sell quite quickly too, as Pinbox teased a brand new set of goodies to celebrate the launch of Trails in the Sky First Chapter, which later became known as the Bracer Supply Box. I was fortunate enough to share this early with everyone, so check it out if you want a more in-depth look. There's also a dedicated website launching soon known as the Bracer Guild, no further updates on that yet. And lastly, the Lacrimosa of Dana novel is getting a few additions like an audiobook, cookbook, side stories tied to the side quests of the game, and a collector's set. These can be pre-ordered now. On the developer side of things, Esate has since sold 700,000 units worldwide as of April, pretty good going and well deserved for the game. In addition, in light of the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement, it appears that all Ys games currently on the console will be compatible with the Switch 2, including Proud Nordics, which got a new web commercial this month. As for Trails in the Sky First Chapter, pre-orders are now up on North America, with EU soon to follow. It was also noted that a new localization is to be done that, quote, honours the original Japanese text. We already knew that some additions were being made to tie into future entries, but it remains to be seen how much of the Xseed base will be adjusted for the final release. To the general JRPG news now, and we're going to be starting with merch. Japan are getting a Raido Remastered strategy guide releasing in mid-July for 3,600 yen. Raido Remastered is getting a collector's set via limited run games. Pre-orders will begin on May the 5th. There are also SMT vinyls releasing on Fangamer for SMT 1, 2 and IF for just under $60 as a set. Finally, the scale figure of Juna from Metaphor ReFantasio is now up for pre-order for 23,000 yen, releasing in November this year. Vanillaware also have their scale figure of Eltalinda up to pre-order from Unicorn Overlord. This is 22,000 yen and releases in November this year. For Bandai Namco, there is a Cosmos Figma, which is going up for pre-order at 6,800 yen, releasing in November 2025. There are more figures coming for Fire Emblem 2, as Lucina from Fire Emblem Awakening will get a 1/7 scale for 30,000 yen, releasing in May 2026. And we're not done. Gust have a bunch of figures on the way too. There are two new figures for Yumiya being made based on some of her promotional art, a figure of a tanned Riser based on one of her appearances in Resdiana for 21,000 yen, releasing December this year, and the swimsuit figures of the Riser girls is also up for 56,000 yen, releasing in September this year. We end this month's merch roundup with Square Enix. A 1/6 scale figure of Lightning is now up for pre-order at 27,000 yen, releasing in March next year. And in light of the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy IX, a website has been set up with a bunch of goodies. You can even get yourself one of these replica Vivi hats if you're a fan of the Black Mage. Flipping over to the developer news now, starting with Square. Yoko Shimomura has received a BAFTA Fellowship in recognition of her compositions over the years. It was great to see, and they showed a great compilation of her work just before the award. It's well deserved too. Octopath Travelers 1 and 2 are getting a Switch bundle releasing in Asian regions, though it does come with English support. And lastly, it's been stated by Akatoshi Kawaza that the Saga series won't be getting new titles for some time, though it has to be said, there's been a number of releases in a short time frame for the series, like the remade Romancing Saga 2, Emerald Beyond, Minstrel Song Remastered, and the remaster of Saga Frontier 2, which came out last month. I guess it just needs some time to cool down. Atlus next, and PC sales for the launch of Metaphor ReFantasio apparently far exceeded expectations, which is great to hear. And Persona 3 Reload also now has a demo available on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series and PC. Level 5 are up next, and Inazuma 11 Victory Road's demo is now no longer available, mostly because its release date was due to be shared. That will be in the upcoming releases section. Unfortunately, this game, much like Fantasy Life I, will only have a digital option available to purchase. However, it's all been good news for Sandfall Interactive, who recently released Clair Obscur Expedition 33. The game hit a peak of just over 120,000 players on Steam, sold 1 million units within 2 days, and it's the highest rated game on Metacritic for the year. Well deserved too. I've 100%ed the game recently and see it as a masterpiece, so well done to them. It's also worth noting that the game is getting a film as well. So very good news for them, and sort of good news for Idea Factory as well, who shared a new opening movie for the Neptunia Rebirth trilogy, which got a pretty good update this month. Once again, this is going to be in the upcoming releases section. As for Saga, though there's been no official revisit to either of these franchises, fan translators have done some great work on two classics. Sakura Wars 2 now has an English fan translation available 27 years after its initial release on the Saturn. This was done by the same group that did the first Sakura Wars about 4 years ago. And in the same breath, Princess Crown also has an English translation that is apparently nearing its final phase. Finally, on the development side, Marvelous Games have made it clear that the Switch 2 versions of Guardians of Azuma will be playable on a normal Switch, and the full game will be available on the cartridge. Though unfortunately, there are no plans for a limited edition on the Switch 2 either. To the upcoming RPGs now, and we're starting with delays, and it makes sense we ended on Guardians of Azuma because that's the one that's delayed. It'll now be coming out on June the 5th to coincide with the release of the Switch 2 version. A few visual novels and adventure games next, or at least ones that I think could interest the JRPG crowd. Fantasy visual novel Dear Mirror Flower is releasing June the 20th for PC. A crime drama visual novel Road 59: A Yakuza's Last Stand is releasing on Nintendo Switch and PC for September the 25th. Simulation RPG Star Sand Island is releasing on PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch and PC in winter 2025. Mystery adventure game Sophia in Exchange for Lies is releasing on PC for July the 3rd. Adventure game Noctuary is releasing on PS5 and Nintendo Switch for July the 31st. And finally, adventure game Opus Prison Peak is releasing on PC for fall 2025. Next up are upcoming JRPGs that at present are only releasing in Japan. Turn-based RPG Shin Megami Tensei 20XX is releasing on Nintendo Switch and PC, April the 24th for Nintendo Switch and May the 8th for PC, Japan only. Turn-based RPG Shin Megami Tensei Tokyo Requiem is releasing Nintendo Switch and PC with no release date in Japan only. And action RPG East 10 Proud Nordics is releasing on Nintendo Switch 2 for July the 31st in Japan only. And lastly, we end with the upcoming RPGs themselves. Rider Girl RPG Chasing Collider Rider is releasing on mobile platforms with no release date. Dungeon RPG Crescent Tower is releasing on PC in 2025. Dungeon RPG Ocean Horn Chronos Dungeon is releasing on PC and mobile for Q2 2025. Turn-based RPG Bravely Default's Flying Fairy HD Remaster is releasing on Nintendo Switch 2 for June the 5th. Action RPG Yakuza 0 Director's Cut with new cutscenes and an English dub is releasing on Nintendo Switch 2 for June the 5th. Hybrid RPG Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is releasing on Nintendo Switch 2 with no release date. Action RPG Tomo Endless Blue is releasing on PC for late 2026. Action RPG Wings of Endless is releasing on all modern platforms for May the 8th. Action RPG Garden of Witches is releasing on PC, it's coming to early access on May the 23rd. Tabletop-style RPG Marissa of Liartop Mountain is releasing on Nintendo Switch. It's already coming to PC as well for September the 19th. Action RPG Kingdom Hearts All-in-One Package is coming to PS4 June the 12th for EU regions only. It's already available in NA regions. Action RPG Varlet is releasing on PS5, Nintendo Switch and PC for August the 28th. Turn-based RPG Demon School is releasing on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch and PC for Q3 2025. Action RPG Hike Northern Lights is releasing on PS5, Nintendo Switch and PC for summer 2025. SRPG The Great Villainess Strategy of Lily is releasing on PC for July the 24th. Monster Collector RPG Lumen Tale Memories of Trey is releasing for Nintendo Switch and PC in 2025. Turn-based RPG Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster is releasing on Nintendo Switch 2. It's already on all other modern platforms as well for June the 5th. Turn-based Blackjack RPG Brave X Junction is releasing on PC with no release date. Board game style RPG Varactyl is releasing on PC. It has been announced with no release date, but a demo is due out on the 12th of May. Turn-based RPG The Backworld is releasing on PC Q1 2026. Turn-based RPG Touhou Spell Carnival is releasing on PC. It's already on PS4, PS5 and Nintendo Switch for May the 7th. Roguelike RPG Death End Request Code Z is releasing on PC in 2025. It's already coming to PS4 and PS5 for May the 13th. SRPG Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones is now on Switch Online starting this month. Turn-based RPG Hyperdimension Neptunia's Trilogy is releasing on PS4 and Nintendo Switch in 2025. While the PS4 version is going to be released in the West, summer 2025 will also see an Asian Switch version that has English support. Turn-based RPG Sacrifier is releasing on PC and also coming to console at a later date for Q1 2026. SRPG Super Robot Wars Y is releasing on PS5, Nintendo Switch and PC for August the 28th. Sports RPG Inazuma 11 Victory Road is releasing on Xbox Series and Nintendo Switch 2, and it's already coming to PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch and PC for August the 21st. And finally, turn-based RPG Breath of Fire 4 is now on PC via GOG starting this month. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe for more JRPG content and consider joining my Patreon if you're interested. Peace!